Welcome to the Powerful Comicsman podcast. This is Jerald Dorado, and we are at number 22 on our 40 Live Wisdom at 40 series. This is a this is a special series that I'm doing for my upcoming 40th birthday. But before we continue, let me just tell you about our little online bake shop called Miyucha Lux Cakes. Check us out at hello.miucha on Instagram and Facebook. That's at HELLO.MIUCCIA. We have the best vegan treats, cakes, cookies, uh, donuts, and lots of other surprises. It's gonna blow your mind. Check us out at hello.miucha, Instagram and Facebook. Okay. Okay, so we are at number 22 in the 40 Life Wisdom at 40. Okay, so the last episode, number 21, I said you are worthy of awesome things. Okay, but no, at number 22, now I'm gonna tell you, you can't always get what you want. Okay, so after you have fortified your mind with uh, with the idea that well, hey, realization that hey, I actually deserve some good shit sometimes, right? That I am worthy of nice things. That there's nothing wrong. It's not guilt. I shouldn't feel guilty or should not think that I am not deserving of some good stuff that life has to offer. So after realizing that, you should also accept that you can't always get what you want. That's just life, di ba? You can have anything, but some things are just not for you. That's another way of putting it. Some things are just not for you, and this is actually uh, this is actually a quote. This is a title of a Rolling Stones song. I used to play in a classic rock band some years ago, and this is one song that we used to play with my bandmates. That Rolling Stones cover. You can't always get what you want, and actually the second line, the following line after you can't always get what you want on that song is that you can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you might find you get what you need, which is which is beautiful. This is great. That's just great songwriting. You can't always get what you want, but you might find something that you need that is better suited for you, right? I used to I studied architecture in in college, and I thought I was gonna become an architect, but it didn't happen that way. And well, sometimes I thought that's what I wanted, but fate intervened. A lot of things happened, and a lot of decisions, tough decisions back then, I had to make, me and my family. And I later found out that I did not love architecture that much anyway, and that my real calling is my art. That my real calling is probably this later in life, right? The podcasting, sharing ideas, and the same way it's sharing ideas could be done, of course, through visually through art, comics, and other illustrations, right? But I don't know, maybe there are uh more compelling examples out there than what I gave. But uh accepting that things are just not for you, and that things it's not just that, not just situations. This would also apply about relationships, that some people will decide would want something else than what you have, but than what you want them, or what rather what you want for them. Maybe you're a parent who wants your kid to I don't know, become a lawyer or doctor, that kind of parent thing, right? Or become an academic, or get a proper job, a real job, quote unquote. And you have a child that has a different passion, a different path that he wants to take. Maybe maybe you're in a relationship, and your partner doesn't want to be with you anymore. The relationship is over. And though even though you still want him or her, you would have to let go. So by saying you can't always get what you want, it's also a way of saying you have to let go sometimes. There are stuff that are not for you, that you would have to learn to let go. Maybe it could be anything, right? It could be, again, a romantic relationship, or a friend, or a job, or I don't know, a dream. It's tough to let go of something that you have invested heavily upon. And by investing, that doesn't mean just money. Not Of course, if you put in money, that's investing. But you can also invest emotionally. You have invested, if you're, let's say, taking up a course. Obviously you have invested money on that, but then later found out that, like what happened to me, later I found out it's the course was it's not for me. And I would probably more happy if I did something else. But still, I have invested time to think. I have invested relationships, my all the friends that I met, and in that experience, going through all those years, those are investments as well. And sometimes it's hard to let go of them. Well, it's not just sometimes. It's really hard to let go, especially when you get emotionally involved with people, especially when you're in a romantic relationship, diba? And or a friendship that didn't work. That whatever happens, maybe you get betrayed, or you just feel that they're not the company that would be that would support you, that they're not it's not gonna benefit what you want to do in life. Maybe you're in the wrong company, but still, even when there are friends, there are bad friends who are still so much fun to hang out with, and that you have spent good times hanging out, or sometimes they have your back. It's just that they're really that it's not working. Well, whatever situation, there's there's an endless uh, variety of situations that you can have. You can personalize this. What situation do you have? I don't know. You just realize for whatever situation that you have that you would have to let go of someone or something eventually, and hanging on to a relationship that's not working is not good, is not healthy to everyone involved. It gets complicated when it comes to relationships because both of you would have to agree, right? And maybe you're lucky if you're thinking the same, and well, it will also depend on the situations that you are in, and it's more complicated if somebody doesn't want to, diba? But those things you're gonna have to apply your own knowledge because again, that's personal experience. All I'm here to tell you right now is uh, is that you would have to make a decision, and that sometimes dreams fall, that sometimes you fail. We have talked about that earlier in the series, dealing with failure. Um, Failure is always an option, but there's a lot of quotes about this. Every time a door closes, a window opens and to replace it, those kinds of things. And it's just it's just how the way it's just how the world goes. And I don't know if I can add more things about this. You can't always get what you want, but if you keep looking, you'll find what you need. And sometimes what replaces what's in store outside that window that opened after the door closes is better suited for you, right? Most of the time it happens to relationships. You give up a bad one, and it will be emotionally taxing. It will be very hard for you. It's messy, but you would have to just go through that and get past that, maybe experience that. Maybe hopefully you learn good things from it. Hopefully it's not bad enough for you not to be able to recover, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, somebody comes along and be a better partner for you. I know, friends who have experienced that. Um, Letting go, it could take years. It could take. It could be quick, or it could last a very long time. But I don't know. It's something's gonna happen eventually. Maybe time would just heal the wounds, or uh, or you meet someone new, or you find peace. But I think that's what's important, is to eventually you should find peace. And I don't think anyone can tell you exactly how to find it for yourself, because we all, again, the problem of doing uh, things or content like this is that Everybody has different situations, diba? Like what applies to me may not apply to you because of the very wide range of experiences that we all have. But I think uh, not always getting what you want is part of life that everyone, every person that has lived have to accept. Even if you are the richest people, the most powerful people, you still can't get, you still can't have everything. Some things just not, some things will just not work out okay. Even though sometimes you feel some people got it all, I'm sure you're mistaken. Sometimes you can feel envy, and I'm not gonna blame you. Sometimes I feel that too. Only the only difference would be I know that when I'm envious, and I don't want to be envious, so I start I start cutting it off immediately, and then just replace it with more positive thoughts. Just wish them well, and if you can, make them an inspiration instead of being envious. Make that feeling a positive for you. It's but then again, you may feel envious, but you don't really know what they're really going through. Maybe their family lives, their relationships is not as good as yours. Maybe even if that person has more money than you, right? Or there are people whom you think, or I know a lot of people actually from where I was raised. You would not see a lot of rich people there, especially when I was growing up. But you would see the happiness. You can you can observe it. The happiness in my hometown is the contrast of it compared to here when I'm in Manila is very different, very drastic. But I digress. I digress. What I'm trying to say is um also do not overlook the things that are going right for you, because sometimes you wish for things that you think you wish for things that you don't have. You desire things, and then you only think that you don't have it. Sometimes there's somebody there, or something is already there that you can utilize. You already had it all along. Don't miss those opportunities. Don't waste those resources. Diba? You'd have to also assess what you actually have. Maybe what you're looking for is something that's already there. You just have to do something. Maybe it's a relationship in your family. All you need to do for happiness is to talk to each other, right? Maybe it's just pride that's keeping you from doing that and resolving tons of problems. I don't know. Again, I don't know your life, but don't be don't be discouraged by the fact that you're not gonna get everything that you want in life, because that's just the way it is. I don't have anything else to add, so I suppose that's it. You can't always get what you want, But if you try, sometimes you're gonna get exactly what you need. All right, Powerful Comics Man podcast.